Hi, welcome to Poetry Week. My name's Lauren. I'm a spoken word artist and musician from Leeds. Today is lesson 2, which is Poetry is Everywhere. To me, poetry is a type of art in the form of words. It's a safe space to express your feelings and thoughts. I write poetry as a way to express myself and find beauty in the smallest of things. I love creating something that I can read back and it can help me acknowledge and process what has happened in the past. I write notes to my younger self as a reminder that we are enough and our voice does count. Poetry is about anything that has purpose to you, anything that means something to you. And that's one of the great things about poetry, is that it can be about anything you want it to be. Going back to the lesson plan, poetry is everywhere. I want you to think about where you can find poetry and inspiration. So even just looking out the window in your classroom or going outside, looking at nature, the trees and the flowers. So in this lesson you're going to be writing a poem, so thinking about anything that means something to you and finding words to describe that, so nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, putting them together into sentences to make something that means something to you. That's what poetry is all about. Poetry is everywhere, it lives inside of us, and what makes it so special is that it comes from you, it comes from your heart, and it's a part of you. So just pick up the pen and give it a go and see what happens. Try not to overcomplicate it and just write what comes from you. Creative expression has always been a guiding light for me, and I look forward to showing just how impactful poetry can be. I'm going to read you my poem called Promise. Promise. I promise to love myself through the darkness and all, to lift myself back up each time that I fall, to learn to be more patient and gentle with my soul. I promise to spend the rest of my life tending to the scars which lay bare upon my chest, piece by piece pick up the pieces that were lost and forgotten along the way, to regrow and rebuild my own destiny. 1 step forward, then 10 steps backwards. Big, medium or small, every single step counts towards moving forwards. Progress is progress. I promise to acknowledge how far I've come, to recognise that my path has been a twisted one, accompanied by yours truly. It's them and I until the end. We have all we need within. I am ready for what is to come. Life is a gift of promise to the lucky ones, to be lived or not to be. I promise to choose me for the rest of my eternity. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson, and I really hope that you enjoy the rest of Poetry Week.